That's the last of them. Once the brazier is lit, the rest of Rued's men should arrive.
Odin gives me a bargain. A few dead men at my feet in exchange for a ripe East Anglia, and my wife returned. What a day! You. I don't know you.
You don't need to know my name. You won't have a use for it beyond today.
Who called for me? Was it you, Valdis, my love?
Why would I call you now, after 5 happy years away from your stinking balls?
I called you, Rued.
You? Oswald, the hopeful king of East Anglia?
And Valdis's husband-to-be. Take your men and go. East Anglia is strong with Saxons and Danes united. It will not fall to raiders.
Must I set sail for Denmark with nothing to show for the journey, after coming all this way?
You'll have my weight in silver. And an abundance of livestock and grain.
I've taken 10 times that already. What's the real prize? I'll make you an offer, Pigfoot. A home gang, just you and me, for the future of your kingdom.
I accept. I accept. A fight to the death.
East Anglia's the prize. Let it be heard. Hey! The hazel is laid! The square is made.
When you see a chance, lead Valdis and the brothers to safety. They must not fight today. East Anglia needs them.
Let me be your champion.
No. He called on me.
Whenever you're ready, King of Sheep.
I'm ready!
Go! Now! Run for the bridge!
Go! Go! Go!
Move!
I'm going!
They're breaking off.
They've given up for now.
That puts some distance between us. We can rest a moment.
By Thor, he fought well. Raging like a bonfire.
We should go back.
Rued's men will press the advantage. We must be ready when they attack.
We'll go to Norwich. Meet me there when you can.
He died a hero, there's no doubt. If his god won't take him, Odin's sword women will.
Another king lost, Abel.
Stop washing your face with mead.
How can I face Halfdan Jarl now? I've failed him again.
You have not failed him. Rued's clan is badly weakened. We can still cure what ails these lands.
What Thanes would risk their asses now? Oswald was the last with even a scrap of courage.
We can take the battle to what remains of Rued's clan, before they hit back.
Easier said than done. His men are holed up in Borg Castle, a fortress on the sea.
On the sea? Then it must have a harbor.
It does. Guarded by a gate of hefty iron, held in place by timber spikes, difficult to force open.
Timber burns.
It does, but how do we reach it?
We rig your ship with oil at her front, and sail it ablaze at the gate.
They would see us coming, long before we reached the walls.
We raise a Fyrd, an army of East Anglia's farmers. Throw them at the front gate as a distraction.
Saxons willing to die for a bunch of Danes? It's a stretch.
It can work, Finir. If they fight in Oswald's name, that is all the courage they will need. You there! Did you hear of Thane Oswald's fate?
Aye, we did. He dragged Rued to the bowels of hell, the Dane devil.
Rued may be gone, but his clan still plagues East Anglia. And would you join us to rid your kingdom of his dogs?
For Oswald? Aye, anything.
2 eager Saxons is not yet defeated. But you may be right. We may have a chance.
I can ride to Elmenham and muster what remains of Oswald's men there. But who else would join us?
The Reeve of Thetford, Winston. He's a bitter old barnacle, but he would fight to the death for this land.
We can assemble a forward camp at the ruins north of Bure Castle.
Ride with me, Finir. Let's pay this Reeve a visit.
With any hope, Theodort remains untouched by Rued's violence.
Hope is a scarce word in this kingdom.
Maybe so, but I would... anything and ride with empty hands.
We mourn the loss of our future king.
If Rued's clan continues to roam this kingdom unchecked, the people of East Anglia will be as ravaged as these lands.
And where do we find ourselves? Riding into defense to beg a horde of frightened farmers for aid.
To fight for a king that you gave them, Finir. Remember that.
It was my task to find them a king, not protect that king against every danger that might befall him.
Oswald wasn't crowned yet, nor was he married. I say you have some work yet to do.
Right. No need to remind me how far I fell short.
Watch your back. Rued's clan may still be nearby.
You fucking farmers must have more than this.
What did you expect, brother? Sword and silver. We had a bit of fun. That's what matters.
Ha!
Theobald, just ahead.
Wood smoke and ash. Rued's men have been here.
Everything is gone, Reeve. Everything.
You have a will of iron coming here, knowing your kind did all this.
Rued's clan is your enemy, not me. I come on behalf of the late Oswald of Elmenham.
You're still a Dane from top to two. It's your meddling that led to Oswald's death, leaving our kingdom for the worse.
Oswald was a friend and an ally, Reeve. He fought beside me, and I by him.
And look where that got him.
East Anglia will fall if Rued's clan is not defeated. Fight with me, to drive them off. For Oswald and your kinsmen.
Pretty words, Dane. But the men of Theovard have their own battles to fight.
If you need an axe, I'm standing right here.
There's a village to the east, Kingsbury. It was taken by Rued's men a fortnight ago. And I'll not rest until it's back in our hands.
Let me and my raiders take the village. Save your strength, and join us for the fight to come.
Bold offer. If you do as you promise, the pikes at Theovard will be yours.
I will take this news to our forward camp, Eivor. Follow when you can.
I will see you there.
Kingsbury's church has a great horn atop its steeple. If you manage the task, blew it, I'll know you kept your word. Ah, my friend, we will rebuild, I promise you.
Make up the strength no more.
Stand tall.
We're off.
Sail! Catch the wind! Let the sail out!
Hearken well in Hall of Kings. Eivor!
We feed the raven this day! Bring them death!
Hey, come here a moment. Right, let's get time to sound the horn and signal victory. The Reeve has come to join me. Let's hope his promise holds. I held to my oath, Reeve. I hope you will honor yours.
My promise holds, aye. Theodord will join you in the fight against Rued's clan.
With your aid, we may yet save East Anglia.
In past times, that horn was used to muster fyrds all across our land. You may find others who have warmed to its call.
Good. Whatever willing men you find, rally them soon at the ruins north of Burt Castle.
Enough gilded great.
Let's go. Sail out! More sail! Let's sail! That horn came from Elmenham. Baldist must have got to them.
Can we really do this? We're just farmers, merchants. Finally! Was my longship to use again? I was tired of gathering dust.
Men are pouring in from across East Anglia.
Theodmus Reeve is with us. His men will be here soon.
More than his. The Kingsbury Horn has inspired men all across this kingdom. We will have the army we need. It seems Oswald got what he wanted in the end. Saxon and Dane united in common cause.
A pity he is not here to see it.
The forces will be ready soon. Are you ready to start the assault?
I am.
Our target is Burg Castle, said to be impenetrable.
Good. Let them have their false confidence.
By cover of night, Baldus will lead the field at the front gates. With Rued's men distracted, our forces move on the sea gate from the backwaters at their backs.
And once we're in, we'll leave no gate closed in that castle. Rued's men cannot be allowed to dig in further. Your longship, is she ready?
She awaits her own special glory. They need your words, Eivor.
Oswald was a man who didn't hesitate when you sought him for favors. A man who was fair and strong. A man who gave his life for his kingdom. Honor him today. Honor his memory, and fight with the same extra courage he showed!
For Oswald!
Now is the time. Today we rid East Anglia of Rued's clan, once and for all. The brothers' fleet, gathered and ready.
Word of your actions in Theoborn has spread like wildfire. You remember the dream I spoke of?
You sailed through Helheim on a ship of fire.
Here, it may come to pass.
Dreams, life, maybe they are one and the same. Tonight I ride the flaming sea steed, rushing for the spear den. A watcher alight on water's wake. Another glory I will keep. Ready yourselves. Rued's shit stains will see us coming. Steady! Hold course!
Ready yourselves to brace, men! We bring Helheim to our enemies! How nice! They greet us with some of their own from the air! Arrows! Great! Odin's help! Sword maidens take them swiftly.
With my long ship to use again. Tired?
What are you doing?
Men are pouring in from across East Anglia, and our ships stand ready.
I am.
They...
Us. The brothers' fleet, gathered and ready.
Eivor! Word of your actions in Theoborn has spread like wildfire. remember the dream I spoke of?
You sailed through Helheim on a ship of fire.
Here, it may come to pass.
Dreams. Life. Maybe they are one and the same. Tonight I ride the flaming sea steed, rushing for the spear den. A watcher alight on water's wake. Another glory I will keep. Ready yourselves. Rued's shit stains will see us coming. Hold course!
Ready yourselves to brace, men! We bring Helheim to our enemies! How nice! They greet us with some of their own from the air! Odin's hell! The sword maidens taken swiftly.
Steady your hands! Hold for impact! Hold! Prop the sail! Now! We need to open these gates!
Put that glorious rampagers! Rude's dogs are all far! Prepare to cut them down! This is for all lords! Come and die on my blaze!
the gate and push! And keep pushing! East Anglia depends on it! Our battle plan has legs! Keep the pressure! These merchants and farmers can fight. I need help with this gate! Oswald. He lives. Oswald lives!
Eivor, is that you? Shut your ass, twig spine.
Stand fast. This will be over soon.
Worry not for me. You must stop.
Silence, fool. So this is what it comes to, Wolfkist? Two Danes fighting over a filthy Saxon horse hunt? This swine is your prize. Come and get him.
Saxon and Dane. Saxon and Dane alike.
she is. Just as East Anglia is.
Thank you.
You throw in with these wastrels? These Argir swine? For what? A scrap of land and a promise of peace?
Eivor, no! He should be tried before God, a lawful assembly. I won't have my reign begin with more blood spilt than is needed.
Another screeching skull. This man must die for the damage he has wrought. The old laws are
These
clear.
are Oswald's lands, to rule as king as he sees fit.
Does Eivor bow to kings?
To defy a king would shame him. East Anglia cannot heal without his honor intact.
And what of your honor, Eivor? How much are you willing to lose?
The rightful king of East Anglia has spared your life today, and so it will be.
Compassion is a virtue suited for anyone, Eivor, including you. Thank you.
I should speak with Oswald.
Thank you for heeding me,
See if he's well.
I know the worth of such a gesture. All this is like a dream.
But you're not asleep.
Well fought, the both of you.
You came as well, old friend.
If I'd known you were still alive, I would have stayed in Norwich.
Look around you. A happy occasion and a glorious victory.
And soon, something more grand to take place. Our wedding, my love. If you will still have me, that is.
And why would I not?
I fought poorly. I melted under the heat and anger of that brute. And I never...
Oswald, stop. You fought with all your heart and soul. That's all you need ever do.
Come then. We have much to prepare for.
A bride to wed and a kingdom to lead. But some men wouldn't give for such things.
Countless men have died for them. And you, Vanir? Are you jealous of such things?
Hardly. My heart is afire, but my body aches. I desire only a long nap.
I saw a bale of hay back there.
Later, Abel. For now, I must see to the wounded.
Then I will see you at the wedding.
Aye, of course you will.
I should return to Elmenham. Oswald's wedding will soon begin. Wedding preparations in full bloom.
Come, the wedding is soon to start.
A beautiful and worthy celebration, my lord.
Just like you to keep a king waiting at his own wedding.
Yet I arrived in the end.
A part of me worried you wouldn't.
I told you I would see you crowned, and now here we are.
Without you, I'd be dead. Another wasted hope for East Anglia.
You look good, Oswald. Like a man about to marry a more powerful woman.
Do I? Because I'm nervous as hell.
Of all the battles a man can fight, the war against himself is the hardest to win.
I hereby name you man and wife, and As man and wife, I name you... Oswald of Elmenham, first of his name, the rightful king of East Anglia, with his lady Valdis, soul, fist, and beauty of this land.
You've done it, steward. A king now sits on the throne of East Anglia.
Don't leave yourself out of this song. We did it together.
Back to your dreams, then, of fire and Helheim.
I lost my way some time ago. Hard to say when. I don't want to be here. I never did. This was Halfdan's dream. He ordered me to see it through. In my dreams, I'm sailing, remember? Wind in my beard, salt on my lips. I want that life again. Whether or not I find it, only time will tell. Until then, let us feast, drink, and forget our pain!
Your fist is without ale. Let us address that.
Surely a special kind of metal is required for drinking before the new king?
A metal not unlike your own.
To Odin and his endless glories!
And the new king of East Anglia. May his reign be long and good. Not bad, Wolf-Kiss. I wager you couldn't drink more than me if you tried.
A fool's wager.
A challenge nonetheless. What say you?
I will drink you under the table.
Confident, are you? Let us see how you fare against the ale beast of East Anglia. And we'll make it interesting. Put your silver where your mouth is. What say you?
I could use a drink and shame you all at once, bro dear. But not right now.
When you change your mind, I will be right here.
Skål, Ivor! Let's have a drink.
Eivor! Care for a challenge?
Eivor!
Wolf-kissed, gaze upon my pots. They stand so strong. Unbreakable at this distance, no?
They are not, Brothir. My arrows shatter whatever target they strike.
Even after draining so much meat, succeed and you shall be rewarded.
Maybe later, Brothir.
Behold! The boar represents fertility. Did you know that?
As does Freya. What's your point?
You impress me, Eivor. Your battle wisdom, your strength of character, skilled in so many ways. Yet I wonder, is there any skill of mine that I could impress upon you?
Even a fool has something to teach, whether they are aware of the lesson or not.
Hey. But I could show you how to wield my plow sword.
Be plain about it, Stiffspear. You want to lay with me, is that it?
That I do. Will you follow me? To a place more comfortable?
Sorry, friend. I'm here for mead and merriment. Nothing else.
Wait, Did you hear? Did my brother just call me? I think he... You know I should go. Brother!
Behold, how light-footed I am. You're as light-footed as a bear in a birch tree. These are the...
Eivor!
Still waiting for me to break your pots.
Yes! No.
Keep your eyes open long enough to witness this, you drunken loud.
What? Do it to his knees and let Oswald hold him for trial? I could hardly believe my ears either. It was Oswald's wishes.
Yes, that's it. As with everything, an easy task for the wolf-kissed.
Barely a challenge.
Impressive, impressive. Here as promised. Now go enjoy the party.
Eivor! Some sweet wine for a sweet swine? Come join me! The Saxon god wanders somewhere up here, does he not? I haven't seen him.
They like to say he moves with mystery.
Look! The moon! It moves untroubled now. But one day it will be eaten by a giant wolf and the nights will be black forevermore.
Are you all right?
I've tasted glory once again. And it was good.
I'm glad to hear it. Now...
I always felt like Skoll or Hati. Chasing and trying to fulfill Halfdan's wishes.
You can let them go. Sail to a further shore.
My longship's in Valhalla.
Come on. Let's get you to solid ground.
You're very strong.
You're very large.
Sorry for this, Eivor. I've had one last glory. I should be happy. I am happy. Thank you.
It need not be the last. Enough fun and games. I should see how Oswald...
Eivor, I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there.
It's been a worthy ceremony so far.
And have you had enough fun yet?
I'm ready to hear you address your kingdom.
Good. Come. Join me. Friends, honored guests, we've pushed through hard times, but it is not conflict that binds us. May we always favor compassion, even when our enemies refuse its boon. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, I give thanks for the bravery you have shown during our collective struggle. And for my fellow Christians, may we continue standing as examples of our Lord's grace. Lights in the dark. I see East Anglia's future right here, right now. In all of you, Dane and Saxon alike.
Still a bit soft on insults. But the king has courage.
And on behalf of East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan and all they have done for us today.
Would you have any words of wisdom for us?
Oswald, you would not have been my first choice as king, nor my second. I thought you weak, bendable, without resolve. But not all men are as they first appear. I came to see that Oswald's heart is amongst the largest I've ever known. He is sturdy, He has wisdom, and he has courage. All qualities of a man worthy to be king. He is the king East Anglia deserves, and the king you need. To the good King Oswald!
To Oswald!
Skull!
Skull!
Score! Okay, everyone, the bridal race starts now. Remember, you all have to lose to the bride and groom. Steady all, and ready yourself for the wedding race. The king and his bride against all.
My king. The sheep you left to guard me have been shorn. Oswald! King of sheep fuckers! Show your eye! I challenge you.
I accept.
Oswald is king, and a king must have a champion. I will fight in his stead.
He challenged me, Eivor.
Your fight is bigger than this, Lord. You must rebuild East Anglia plank by plank, and a dead king cannot keep.
Oswald, you gutless Arya swine! I'll slay the wolf-kissed, then hang you with your own tongue. You always getting in the way! East Anglia can burn for all I care!
I wish it had not come to this. So much death, so much anger.
What's done is done.
You're leaving now.
I should. Your wedding should be a day of peace and happiness. Today,
Eivor, you've done East Anglia a great service.
I will need you to make good on that alliance. I should find Finnear. Say goodbye before I leave.
Ah, greetings, Eivor.
You're missing the festivities.
I've had my fill.
It's as much yours as it is.
I was a crumbling man, Eivor, but now, my...
Glory cares not for age, Finnear. Sail with me. My ship could always use a wise head and a...
Together? I'll gather my things.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi.
Push me any further, Holger, and I will make you eat.
Roller!
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Ha! Robbed is a pointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you—
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting.
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee the—
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused.
Philly, what? Are you mocking me?
Sire, I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of entering my stables for their feed. I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger. For when I peered across the lane, there he was.
Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me, and as I could...
I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do...
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Before I give my verdict, I would like to hear your statements again. I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Holger, Broen is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not...
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will...
But the horse was not for sale.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you...
And if I do? May I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, return to your homes in peace.
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is quite the character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass, and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor... Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Ealdorman there. I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest... One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Svend passed away a short time ago.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi?
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound. Settlement has reached outside ears, so have a...
I want to see the Alliance map. Hytham asked that I travel to London. What do you know of it?
A wild city, one that Halfdan Ragnarsson tried to claim for himself years ago. But it resists all attempts to be held.
He asked that I track them down and kill them. Doing so may help the honest people there, and earn us an ally in the process.
In a city so chaotic, it is worth a try. Approach by the North Gate and start asking around.
I will.
Good. I await your return.
An arrival? I wonder if Bulkers...
To the Swan Road! Sail! Catch the wind!
No other mast! Set the...
No raising the sail here.
Bring the mast down! Mast up here!
Can't raise the sail yet.
Good sailing, wind.
Run up the sail! triple gate of London. You might find an official worth his salt head.
I beg patience, all. We'll have this wreck cleaned up in no time. Keep it steady, huh?
Hey, bear our Master Ame. You'll be on your way shortly, huh?
Something of a shepherd, aren't you?
It can feel that way, aye. Can I help you with something?
Who governs this burgh? I would like to speak with him, if I can.
Ah, the Governor Trigger. Good and fair Dane come to London 4 year back.
Trigger?
Aye, most hours of the day you can find him at the old villa, dealing with all manner of knavery.
Stow!
Avgos wants his cut of the summer harvest. Shit, Carl. Huh? What's the holdup?
We're talking.
Gentlemen, the farmers of Mercia have paid their burden already. If Avgos wants more, he can petition for it.
Petition for it? Well, you can tell that old mud merchant. And if he wants his apple, he can bob for it.
Belongs to Master Ame, sir.
Bob for it!
That is filthy.
Bob for it!
Is this kind of noise coming to London?
You don't finish fights as well as you start them.
Was that a fight just now? It looked like you were trying to comb that man's beard.
Road, be a good lad and prick the names of those that pay their food tax, will you? Right then. You've some dealings with Governor Trigger, is that it?
I will have dealings with any who can deliver fair friendship with my Raven clan. If that is you, then all the better.
Ah, no. Trigger's your fellow. I'm the Shire Reeve of London's westerly half. I keep things ordered and fair.
Shire Reeve is not a name that rides easy on the tongue.
Reeve's my title, sorry. Stow's my name. Stow of London.
A burly name for a burly man. I like one who can hold himself in a brawl.
To walk tall in London, a man must know how to swing his fists.
It is not empty praise I give.
Well, your candor is appreciated.
Take me to your governor, Stow. He sounds like a man worth knowing.
Right then. Station filled, flock shepherded, and off to Trigger we go. What can I call you? Humbler of thugs? Dane Hammer?
I am Eivor of the Raven clan. We have a settlement to the north, just off the River Neen.
Well, I owe you a great debt, Eivor. You're a worthy ally.
So, this is London, a city built by giants.
So they say. She's an old place, surly as they come. But there's a mystery here I quite adore. I was raised here, in fact. Learned the scriptures of Christ's apostles in Lundenwich. I was Saxon Villa, just past the western walls.
You're not a priest, are you?
No. No, I was raised by them. And for a penniless bastard, I turned out pretty well.
A penniless bastard, and now London's fearless Reeve.
Well, it's Trigger who saw something in me. He judges not the circumstance of my birth. His two hands, left and right, are me and a Dane-born soldier, Erke. Erke's an orphan of the last Viking horde. Put down in London for a season. 2 or 3 years back now.
Wait. Iron on the air. This blood is fresh.
These were good men. What's happened here? God, no. No, no, no.
It took 3 arrows to kill him. The next 12 were an insult.
O Lord, deliver these men with the light of thy countenance visiteth and shines upon them.
You've no need for outsiders, though. It's a private matter.
There's no cause to be leery. Eivor had my back in a brawl at Cripplegate. More thugs from the garrison.
You must be a real broker to hold your own against those shithugs. It's time to fetter those men, Stowe. It can't go on like this.
It's a serious attack. Were they after you as well?
Now that's a fine question, isn't it?
You must be Erke, London's second reeve.
Erke Botelson, yes I am. Are you telling me this gut-bucket called me second reeve?
First in the Eastborough, and a man I trust with my life.
Stowe's never been a good judge of character.
Erke, this is Eivor. He came to meet with Trigger, to seal the bonds of friendship with his clan.
He would have welcomed you heartily. He was a trusting man, and I got him here.
Have you found anything?
I just arrived. The killers left a ladder on the body there.
I'll have a look around.
Trigger had men with him at all times. How could the killers get through?
They must have been known to him. Well,
This letter. Someone wanted us to see it. From Rome went an order of heretics who worshipped the relics of a time before Christ.
Erke, this was the letter he told us about. Said it contained fearful news about London.
It warns of 3 such heathens who have infiltrated London. His killers, I expect.
they must have been known to him well enough to get close without suspicion.
Good and holy Christ, that could be most anyone. He governed this bird. Oh dear.
What is it?
Doing notes from a mistress. Sorry, mistresses. Trigger's death.
Ah, yes. The old man had a wandering hand. And I
didn't know. I didn't think.
He didn't want you to. It was his secret to keep.
3 sets of footprints leave. 2 average and 1 massive.
Besides, enough blood to repaint the city's faded bricks.
A barber surgeon's tools. Sharp and precise for easy butchery. Must have been what was used to free Trigger's head from his neck.
foot of all this. I just can't.
Look at us, sitting on our laurels while Eivor does all the work.
I do not envy this man's death. Hang on. There's something in his hand. This was not Trigger's seal?
No, it looks Roman in origin. Must have been on a ladder he opened.
It must have been significant to this god for him to grasp it even in death.
Perhaps it's what got him killed.
I think I have a clear idea of what happened here. Trigger was shot where he sat, probably as he read the letter. One of his guards grabbed the seal and tried to escape. He didn't make it. A second killer found him first. He met his end at the noose, lifted by the bigger man. A third attacker took his eyes, then came for Trigger's head. Symbolic, maybe. Headless leader, eyeless guards. The killers were without fear. This kill was a message. Their footprints leave together. 3 sets, heading back to the courtyard. The letter mentions 3 heretics, named only by Manicus. The Leech, the Arrow, the Compass. Signed by someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Poor fellow soldier. Odd name.
3 names, 3 killers, as you said.
Baldersack. It could be anyone in London. Who can we trust?
Only the people in this room, I fear.
Even that would be unwise, until we know more.
The Arrow is described as a pugnacious Dane invader. That describes too many in London.
The Leech hails from Wessex. London is home to many of them as well.
And the Compass, a Frankish captain.
Less common, but no face comes to mind.
What is this symbol here?
I recognize that from the Mithraic temple. I passed it on the way here.
Mithraic temple? Is that a church?
A church? Heavens, no. Mithras was a pagan idea. A so-called god beloved by the ancient soldiers that built this city. Our city is overrun with cowards. We may be next to fall if we don't resolve this sick fermentation of hate.
I've told you, this city answers to blood and power.
I can't leave him like this. I need to.
We'll get the church to see to it, Stone.
No. No, it should be me. I must ready him for judgment.
I understand. Only get some air from time to time. It reeks in here. Shall we, Broga? Well, now the locals have caught a whiff of this.
Should the Reeves change their minds, I will have to gut them and put a puppet atop London's throne. But Stowe seems a good man. I will trust his word.
ist der Gradler Brut en Handa. Was sind dieses und